Welcome, everybody, back to the 5-7 podcast. I am Mike, joined once again with my co-host, Bree.
Greetings. What's going on, man?
And salutations. Not much, man. And not much at all. Actually, we are just letting everybody know we are back on Thursday, as we are every Thursday, with another exciting water cooler edition. And obviously, you can check us out every Monday as well for a interesting and engaging interview coming right at you in your inbox in the morning for your drive, for your breakfast.
Train ride.
While you're eating some Cheerios after you finish that scrape off, whatever. We're there for you. And like we've said, your kids and your family may not like you, but we do.
If you're stuffing that McMuffin down your throat.
That's right. If you're eating McDonald's and you're listening to us, we're not happy. No, we're triggered and we're upset. Today we are just going round the robin, doing some kind of interesting stories that we're finding in the news. Found this really interesting one about a drunk gambler fighting security, pooping on the casino property before being arrested. Guys,
so how does this happen? This happen?
This happens more often than you know. One of my past lives, I was working as a security officer at a casino. I worked for 3 months, and mind you, I moved up the ranks within those 3 months to an outside rover. Somebody urinating or dropping off some fecal matter happened 5 times in those 3 months. And it always happened in the Baccarat room. I'm not being racially biased, but it always happened in Baccarat, man. And it always was an Asian guest that tend to not... Dude, I'm being dead serious. They never wanted to leave the table, so they would just pull it out right there and just start peeing on the floor under the table. Yeah. Or they would just poop their pants. No, I'm sorry. There was 6 times. But there was other instances of it. But people have problems with bowel movements. Now, this guy was obviously, he was spotted leaving the casino, or he was running around defecating. He was actually running and defecating at the same time, supposedly. This happened at the Sands, located in Pennsylvania. So if you are at the Sands and you see a man running, don't chase after him. Just let him be.
When I do it, man, I like to be alone. It's it's that time of the day where I kind of reflect. I don't know how people could just run around and just start shitting everywhere.
No, yeah, I don't get it either. Actually, a good friend of mine told me in high school, his name is Carlos, he told me about a guy in gym class. He pooped, how you wear those short shorts? Well, I guess he pooped during gym, and it rolled down his leg. Like, literally rolled down his leg.
Oh, my God.
And everybody was like, hey, Dirk pooped. I forgot his name. Dick or Dirk? I don't know, some weird thing. And so the gym teacher was like, you better pick that up. So I guess he went and grabbed it. He literally went and grabbed it with his hands and threw it in the trash. And then she told him,
God.
Yeah, and then she tells him, you need to go wash those hands. Like, he wasn't going to do it. Like, he was going to just go right back to like baking or go back to the next class.
What a sick fuck. I wonder what he's doing these days.
I don't know, man, but he's probably got some contamination going on somewhere.
Or contaminating people.
And he had a girlfriend too. I remember that. Can you imagine?
Oh my gosh.
Can you imagine how bad that was?
Imagine what they were into. Oh man, that's brutal.
We can't even go there, man.
Oh, you're one of those girls. It's a good thing we don't have any identities here.
Yeah, I bet he's on Wall Street right now.
Making a killing.
Probably.
He's like, remember all those people that laughed at me in gym class because I fucking shit myself? Yeah, who's fucking laughing now? And he shits himself right there after he tells the joke. And after that, I can't top that, man. Maybe something will come to me. But you know what? Well, it won't top it, but I guess it comes into concealed carry considerations. On a serious note, a guy shot himself at Outback Steakhouse, I think about 2 weeks ago, because he was repositioning his pistol in his waistband, and he shot himself in the leg. Now, I guess this is kind of funny, but apparently he got up, went to the bathroom, and tried to render himself aid with with like tallying paper, which is a terrible idea. But this isn't really something to laugh at, but I catch myself laughing at it, I guess.
He lived, right? I mean,
yeah, he did. He did.
Good.
And he's going to be charged as well. But the moral of the story is that if you were carrying a pistol, you need to have a holster. That is the entire purpose of the holster, is so that you have something to put your pistol into that will protect and cover the trigger guard. So if you are a concealed licensed concealed carrier, and you carry your pistol with you, and you don't have it in a holster, you're really wrong, and you need to stop doing that immediately, because you could shoot yourself and face the law after that. So apparently people there, they thought like a light blew out or something. The guy shot himself. I think it went through the chair and it hit the ground. Luckily, nobody else, he didn't hit anybody. But yeah, he's all right though. Wow.
So the server comes up to him and she's like, can I get you anything else? He's like, just a few more napkins if you could. If you could spare a few more napkins, that would be really great. I'll be right back.
And a straw. Pow. He's lucky, dude. I mean, if he shot himself in the leg, if he would have hit his femoral artery, he would have been in a lot of trouble, dude. He would have needed somebody to put a tourniquet on him quick. Oh, and that's another thing. You need to carry a med kit with you. A stop the bleed med kit. You can get them at various places. I believe whatchamacallit, Red Cross, I think they have one. Fieldcraft Survival has multiple med kits. Go check them out, fieldcraftsurvival.com. And you need to carry it. You absolutely need to carry a med kit with you. If you're carrying a pistol, there's absolutely no reason why you shouldn't have a basic stop the bleed med kit with a tourniquet on you.
That's right. And you guys also better carry some jumper cables. I don't want to see you guys on the side of the road this winter looking for somebody to jump that vehicle, and not without jumper cables, you jabronis.
You just drive right by. We know what kind of guy you are.
You're one of those guys that slows down real like next to me, and then just keeps the speeds right the hell off.
Yeah, I slow down, I look, and then I fucking go again. Good luck, you fuck.
R. Kelly, man, is coming under fire again. Surprisingly so, right?
How can he come under more fire? He fucking married underage girl. I'm sorry, couldn't even call her a woman at the time. An underage girl, and how can he come under more fire? What did he do now?
Look at it. It's saying he's fined for illegally building saunas and bars in a Chicago studio. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just reading headlines here. I don't even want to click on it because I don't want to give him more clicks.
Yeah. So he was building saunas in a studio?
Yeah.
Like a recording studio?
Yeah, but that's what yep, I'd say so.
Was that some kind of like permit? He didn't have like a permit and they're going to try and get him on that?
I guess, yeah, man, you can't put a mixing board inside of a hot tub. There's got to be some sort of illegality there or some building code violations. Yeah,
there has to be. So they're going to try and get him on that. They might as well get him on those, on like some traffic tickets, speeding through the red lights.
Yeah, there's plenty they can get that guy on for. I just can't believe that it took this long for this guy to get taken down. He should have been taken down a long time ago.
It was 10, 15 years ago when everything started coming out.
Mm-hmm.
And then nothing. And then he was like dropping like 2 CDs a year after that.
Yeah, man. I think it was actually a little longer. I think it might have been 20 years because then he jumped out with Space Jam and everybody started liking him again. He had that steppin' music, so everybody's like, it's okay. He's got that steppin' song.
Yeah. I don't know, dude.
Music makes you forget, man. It's what have you done for me lately?
Yeah, I guess that is a good way to put it. Who else was in music and people kind of forgave him?
Well, Tupac was one.
Yeah, but he was
supposedly for what he was accused for. I mean, getting fellatio on the dance floor.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how you could be charged for that.
And then he got charged for it. He's like, it wasn't me.
Yeah, no kidding.
He just said okay. But, you could spin that a whole different way. But, Yeah, but there's plenty of other people that do stupid stuff, man, that really shouldn't even be allowed to be making any kind of music right now.
Well, wasn't Tim Allen? Didn't Tim Allen go to jail for? Didn't he have like cocaine on him or something?
Dude, he was a drug dealer.
No kidding.
Yeah, a hardcore drug dealer. Yeah, before his stand-up comedian career, or stand-up career, I guess.
Yeah. I
mean, he was dealing some coke, some heavy drugs. I think he got about 2 years. It's funny, I know this because I was watching the True
Seinfeld.
Hollywood Story.
Something on Seinfeld. God. God, I'm already fucking falling asleep.
It was a True Hollywood Story on home improvement. So it wasn't very exciting. I just wanted to know a little bit more about the home improvement for some odd reason. You know, when you go down that rabbit hole sometimes on YouTube, I got stuck down one of those one evening.
One of your guilty pleasures? You're like, oh yeah, I forgot I love that show. Fuck.
I had like different strokes in the queue.
It's like 1:45 in the morning. You're like, yeah, I might as well go have a fucking sandwich, I guess. Finish this off. Oh, that Seinfeld's coming on. Oh, fuck me. Yeah. I got to watch this now.
Yeah, pretty much, man. At that point, I really can't turn back. You know, I've got to just go all the way. Like, I might as well just keep clicking away. Oh, the NWO reunion. Got to click on that. Oh, the stupidest crap that comes into my feed. And then the problem is, I go to work and I'm showing people some YouTube stuff like tutorials, and I got stuff all in the sidebar that's all jacked up, and it makes me look like a real asshole. It's like suggested just for you, Justin Bieber caught cheating. I'm like, well, I don't know why that's in my sidebar for.
We know why it is, because you've been searching for Justin Bieber. That's why. Exactly.
And there's like Seinfeld bloopers and Kramer found naked, and it's like all in my sidebar. And everyone's like, what are you looking at? I'm like, this isn't my account.
Yeah, it's none of your business what I'm looking at. Get back to work. There's nothing to see here.
So needless to say, incognito should be your best friend for all those out there. Mike will definitely give you
that incognito world.
Yeah, Mike will definitely give you the do's and don'ts on the safety precautions in the real world, but I'll give you the safety precautions in the virtual world, where let incognito be your best friend. And don't ever let that go. Sorry.
What do you think about the Saints, dude? They're complaining and they're bitching about everything after the fucking game, about that one call. They had the whole game to make a difference. What do you think?
Yeah, man. I don't think it's a ruling that they should do anything about. The problem is, the argument right now is that they want to change the ruling they want to be able to challenge a pass interference call.
Right.
In the Saints case, there was no pass interference called, so they want to challenge something that didn't even happen.
Mm-hmm.
So once you start that argument, where do you stop it? Well, there was holding on this play. Well, there should have been this, there should have been that. I mean, you can literally extend this football game in an extra hour if you want to start adding these little increments in. And I think it's just a bad way to go. I don't think they should even pay any attention to it. And yes, the Saints should have certainly won that game handily. I think the first 2 or 3 drives they went with field goals, and they could have easily scored touchdowns. They were in the red zone each time, and they couldn't get the job done. They just couldn't perform in the red zone.
It's the classic tale of the Saints. Their defense lets them down, period. And that's been their story for like 10 years, dude.
Yeah, I don't think their defense did bad, man. You figure the Rams is a pretty high-powered offense that I believe scores around 28 points a game.
What I mean though is that they, that like the Saints, they win games by by scoring a ton of touchdowns. They don't win games by holding you off. They win games by matching you, touchdown for touchdown. They're not like, say, a Ravens that will try to win games off of safeties.
Yeah, and bore you to hell in an 8-6 game. It's
like an unorthodox score of like
8 points, all by 4 safeties.
4-3. 4-3. Ravens win. They got 2 safeties and a field goal, and the other team got a field goal, and the Steelers got a field goal. God, I can't watch the Steelers, dude. I can't watch the Steelers. I can't watch the Ravens.
Yeah, I can't. I definitely can't watch the Ravens. Steelers have actually been a lot more exciting over the past couple of years with Antonio Brown
Yeah.
and Le'Veon Bell.
Le'Veon Bell didn't even play this year.
Yeah, I'm okay with the Steelers. They're just, I think it's maybe their gear. Maybe it's their helmets.
Yellow.
Yeah, I'm kind of over it.
Yeah, I don't like the yellow.
Those 2 yellow stripes that go down the middle. It looks like...
What does their helmet even mean? Like the insignia on the helmet, what does it mean?
I have no idea.
Okay.
No clue, man.
Well, whatever. Yeah, I just wanted to see what your opinion was on that.
Did you get to watch the Manny Pacquiao fight this past weekend?
Negative.
Manny Pacquiao. He won, dude.
Yeah, he won handedly, didn't he?
Yes.
You know what, man? After Bronner, what did he get knocked out that one time? Did he get knocked out?
He's been on the canvas a couple times, I believe.
No, I mean the first time, because he was a really big deal about, say, maybe 7 years ago.
Yeah.
They were like, this dude is, he was really good, and then he lost, and then he was never the same after that.
Yeah, he had those battles with not Maidana, but the other guy.
Maidana, dude. Maidana's the one who beat him. I think he knocked him out. Yeah, and he hasn't been the same after that. I think that maybe it's like a self-confidence issue with him.
Sure.
Where he's like, I'm this. And then he got knocked out, and he's like, oh, wait, maybe I'm not that, and he doesn't believe in himself. Even though he still talks shit, but,
sure.
But I don't think he believes it.
Some of these boxers, man, they just, you feed into the hype of your own hype, and then once you get, reality hits you, everybody has a plan to get hit in the face, right? That's what Mike Tyson said.
Yeah. Iron Mike.
He's the man.
He was, dude. He was a freaking animal.
There was also some UFC fights on Saturday as well. They just started their partnership with ESPN, so they were on ESPN with their prelims, and then obviously you switch over, but ESPN Plus is where they had it on. You can do it with an app, or you can do it on anything, pretty much.
But you have to pay for it?
Yeah, but you can get it for 7 days free, and then after that you got to pay.
Do they have it on YouTube TV?
No, they do not.
Okay.
But the problem with it, man, the problem with UFC is they start these fights too late, man. Now, I'll be honest, I don't stay up as late as I used to these days. But they started the main card around 10:30, I think. Like, the main card, not even the main fight. Like, that's like the main 4 fights, 3 or 4 fights. Started at 10:30. And they were on the East Coast. This is 10:30 Central Time.
Wow.
So can you imagine what they were going through over there? I mean, I would have been sleeping already.
Yeah.
So I have no idea what time the main event came on. But, man, fighting that late is got to be brutal on your body. We used to go to the club at 11 o'clock. Couldn't imagine doing that now.
Yeah, but if you're fighting, you have to eat at a certain time. You got to get loosened up and all that stuff. And some guys are more, they're more, how do you say, anal retentive about it than others. Mm-hmm. Some guys are like, yeah, I'll do whatever, and other guys are like, no, I have a scheduled regimen, and this is what I do on fight day. Maybe they're superstitious or what have you. Kind of like in baseball games when they're getting rained out and stuff. Or hockey games in the playoffs when they're going to overtime. When it's like in the second overtime, it's like, dude, these guys, I'm sure they're starving. They got to eat.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I don't know. And, for the fans too, man, it's like, who's staying up that late?
Yeah, not me.
I'm not
really a fan though, but
yeah, neither am I.
I enjoy watching it every now and then.
Yeah, I think it's gotten more entertaining over the years.
Did you know Chelsea Clinton is having a 3rd child?
I could care less.
I didn't know she was older than 17. I remember her just being a child.
Yeah,
Bill
man.
was in the White House.
Yeah, she was. She's been living off of the Clinton Foundation.
You know, the Nintendo Switch outsold every other console last year, or should
really?
2018.
I was thinking about getting one, like for the kids, and then I saw that it was like $300.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, why would I buy a Switch when I can get an Xbox for $300?
Because you can carry it with you.
I don't need to carry my video game console. What I want it for is I want to lay down on the couch. I want to play some video games. I don't need to take it with me.
Well, some
people do.
Find it pretty cool.
Do, I guess. I see them, they're like, okay, they have like the Switch, and then they show people setting it up at like a park bench. And like they show 4 people playing video games. It's like, dude, if you guys are going to the park, why don't you do something at the park? And so I'm like, yeah, let's go play video games at the park. I'm like, no, dude, why don't we go play some fucking volleyball or something? You want to go play video games, you can go back to my place and play video games.
It's funny. Remember when it was really nice outside and it was like the summer and we would play video games and we would just open the windows?
Yeah.
It's like it's a beautiful day outside. Let's open that window up, crack that window a little bit, man. Let's hear the birds chirp.
Yeah, let's get another Royal Rumble going.
We're just sitting there farting and drinking pop.
Yeah. Let's go jump on the trampoline for a few minutes and come back in and play again.
Yeah. But the difference between us and the kids now, we weren't online tweeting about what we were doing either, thinking we had a voice. We knew we were voiceless, and that was just fine with us.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I was like, okay, whatever. I'm a nobody. I accept it. I'm a nobody. Fuck, I'm still a nobody,
Yeah, we're perfectly accepting with that whole role.
It's okay. There's nothing wrong with being a nobody.
I don't think I could handle being a celebrity. I give props to Bieber, speaking of him, and LeBron James and people like that have been famous before they were 18 years old.
Yeah. Yeah, that's got to be pretty difficult.
Oh, man, I would be so deep in drugs. I mean, it's just unbelievable.
I probably would have been floating in the Chicago River 10 years ago. There's a reason why I wasn't given those special abilities to play professional sports.
Yeah.
Dude, Rodman would have been like, man, yeah, I had to bring this guy home last night. It's like, Rodman's bringing you home? He's like, yeah. We were in Vegas and he wanted to go to Brazil. I was like, nah, man, we got to go back. We got a game tomorrow. He was like, I'll see you later. Arrivederci, baby. Oh, man, I'm sure it's fun, man. I'm sure it's fun to do all that stuff. But, it kind of gets to a point where, do you really want these people in your life? You have to live up to like this. You're a role model. Why are you doing this? It's like, why am I a role model? I never signed up for that. I'm just really good at basketball. I just came to play basketball, and now I'm somehow a role model. I got an idea. Don't do what I'm doing. How about that? Everything that you see, don't do that. Yeah,
it's crazy. You're expected to hold some sort of role or have some sort of voice because you're an athlete. I don't understand why we rely and we look at these athletes as heroes and things like that. Like they're just human beings.
Yeah.
They advance really well in a certain sport. They do something really well. Everybody, I think, on this earth does something, at least one thing really well. It might be failing for some people, but most people do something really well. I hate anybody famous. I try to avoid it at all costs.
Yeah.
I've had run-ins, quite a few people. I mean, but I won't get autographs. I'll try to avoid it the best I can. I think the only cool person I will say that I was able to talk to, that actually wanted to talk to me more than anything else, was Screech.
Really?
Yeah, from Saved by the Bell. He's a pretty cool dude. We were talking about Survivor and stuff like that, and I was like, hey, man, I'm not a big Survivor guy, so I really don't give a shit. I said, but you were on there, and I kept hearing you were like a big asshole on there. And he's like, I was. He's like, but I was paid $60,000 to be the prick. So if you're not making any money and you don't have any work going on and someone offers you $60,000 to be a jerk, what are you going to do? And I said, listen, man, I would do the same exact thing you did. And he's like, exactly,
One guy that I met was cool, man, was Ronick.
Yeah, Jeremy Ronick.
Yeah, man, he was awesome. It was like, because obviously I was a big fan of his when I was a kid. Mm-hmm. And when I met him, dude, I was like, he was so cool. And I was like, man, you're everything I cracked you up to be.
That's awesome.
If I could, man, I'd buy him a beer or 4.
Did you ever watch Growing Pains growing up?
Wasn't Kirk Cameron in that?
Yeah, Kirk Cameron. So do you know his ex-love interest on there was a Playboy Playmate?
No, I didn't know that.
But so I met her, and she was crazy, man. Like she was like, "Hey, after the show, you want to go to my room?" And I was like, "Absolutely not."
Pictures.
Huh?
Yeah, what did you say?
I said no. So what'd you do? I went home and beat off and went to bed.
Well, not many people can say that they've even talked to a Playboy playmate. So
That's right, man. That's what I'm getting at. And she wasn't very funny. She was actually a stand-up comedian right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's got to be kind of hard. Actually, dude, women in stand-up comedy. I find them like kind of funny right off the bat because they joke like right off the bat. They joke about maybe like the elephant in the room or something. I think that they're really good with that.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty much a male-dominated world, So to hear women come out and do stand-up, a lot of them are really funny. Why are you hating, man? Everybody hates on Tom Brady.
You know that I think it was Batman that said it best. You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Yeah.
And this is what has happened to Tom Brady.
You think so?
Yeah. I mean, unless you're living Foxborough.
Yeah.
Or you're
they say he's like a deity there.
What's that?
They say he's like a deity there.
Oh, I'm sure he is. We've got a guy that wears he'll wear just collared Patriots shirts throughout the day because that's his dress attire.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know how he gets away with it.
James Harrison said Tom Brady's an excellent teammate.
I'm sure he is.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's got a great story. I mean, he's first ballot Hall of Famer, best quarterback probably of all time.
He says that he treats everybody equally.
That's great. Good for him.
Whatever.
I just don't like him because
because he keeps winning.
Same conference. Yeah. And, I think there's also a stigma that Belichick is responsible for a lot of this. So he's got some of that stench on him. If they were to release Belichick this year and not re-sign him to a new contract, and Brady stuck with the team and they won again without Belichick, I think that changes everybody's thought process on him. I mean, the naysayers like myself.
Sure.
That just don't like him because I don't like Belichick. I don't like the cheating stuff that's happened in the past years. Deflategate, Spygate, all that junk.
Well, the Deflategate wasn't even a real issue. I don't think it was.
No, I think it just helped the running backs actually hold on to the ball.
Yeah.
Didn't really help Brady. A deflated ball is not going to help you pass.
Yeah, it's not. If anything, you're not going to be able to throw as far.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll get a better grip on the ball, but you're not going to be able to throw it as far.
Yeah, like did his hands shrink all of a sudden? Like he just can't grip a ball just the same or some crap? It didn't make any sense. I was like, well, that's not going to help. Not going to help him pass. But,
do you think that it's because of Belichick that Tom Brady's had the success that he's had?
Yes.
I would have to agree with you to a point because I think that he's just a player buying into the system,
I think Brady could win. Brady wins one of the champion. I don't know how many they have. 5 maybe?
Yeah,
something like that. 5, I think. I think Brady wins one without him. Not all of them.
Okay.
Yeah, 20%.
It's really hard to say, man.
I think Jordan. I don't think Jordan wins as many without Phil Jackson.
So I mean,
that's a totally different game, but
it is. So I mean, the coach is a big deal. It's not just one guy.
Yeah, I think Phil Jackson let him be himself. Some coaches are going to tie you down, man. Lenny Wilkins would have crapped his ass. I don't even know why I came up with Lenny Wilkins. He was like the ex-coach for the Atlanta Hawks.
Jordan, you needed to you didn't need to coach him. You needed to unleash him,
Yeah.
And you needed to make sure that all of the players could support him,
Right. That's kind of what you got to do. The big buy-in.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of like I think that's something that LeBron has never truly understood, or maybe like the coaches, or maybe just the way it's always worked out with the organization is that LeBron, it's like, who are you going to be, man? Are you going to be the assist man? Are you going to be are you going to shoot? Who are you going to be? because at the beginning of his career, he was, he always deferred the ball. And then as he grew older, then he wanted the ball more, So, Jordan was like, give him the freaking ball. Period. That's it. And he'll make it happen. So, I don't know.
Yeah, LeBron cares, man. He cares a lot more about his teammates probably than Jordan did, but that's just the way he is.
I think Jordan made his teammates better, though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they would have been nowhere without him. Dickie Simpkins, my ass. He would have never won a title.
Or Bill Cartwright.
Yeah, or Cartwright says, well, I was shooting a free throw over here. Him and that terrible free throw shot. Full extension on the arms.
Mm-hmm.
Good Lord, those high white socks.
He was your boy. I thought you had his jersey.
No, man. No. Not me, brother. Never had that Cartwright. I wouldn't mind getting one right now, though. That'd be funny to wear a Cartwright jersey somewhere.
They'd be like, what?
People look at me funny because I wear I wear a, what's that? That stupid hat I wear for golf.
I have no idea, man. I don't know some of the shit that you wear, dude.
I gotta get it. Strata.
Strata?
I got a Strata hat I wear.
The hell is Strata?
Strata's a range ball.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I got a Strata hat. So people are probably like, this guy knows nothing about golf. Now granted, they're somewhat correct. Yeah. But I do it out of an inside joke with myself. Just like, can you believe this guy is wearing a Strata hat? Does he know it's a range ball? I bet he doesn't.
Okay, it's your turn to tee off, Chad.
Okay, Chico. Good hat, Chico.
Oh, what do you know? That was another bad drive.
Looks like you shot a burrito on that one. Anyways.
Right into the drink.
Yep, that's what I do. Well, all right, Mike. Well, that was enough water cooler talk for today.
Yeah, that was
fun.
You
all enjoyed it. And this is just, we'll see you again on Monday. If you want to talk a little more about the interview briefly, Mike.
No, we'll just save it for Monday.
All right. I was give him a taste, but all right. Fuck it, don't. All right then, guys. Well, we're here every Monday and Thursday, so make sure you keep us on tap in all your favorite podcast affiliates and whatever you use on your apps.
Have a good one, guys.
Take it easy.